Okay, welcome back. Let's resume with some practice problems for how we apply the surface area, the lateral, total, and volume to prisms. So first off, what I always say here, oops, sorry, I didn't make my line super straight there, is to make kind of a chart for each of these formulas. So we're going to do LA in one, SA in another one, and V in our third one. So the formula for lateral surface area is pH. So we have two variables, big P and H. For surface area, it's pH plus 2B. So we have P, H, and for this one, we also have B. For volume, it's just big B times H. So we have B and H. Now, this might look like a lot of work, but if you notice, the letters repeat themselves. So actually, it's going to turn out to be quite easy when we're done. So first off, we need to figure out the perimeter of the base. So I always just draw the base to the side, because that's really where we're doing all of our work, is with the base. So the base has a hypotenuse of 25 and 7 along the bottom. So it looks like I just need to find this side right here. So 7 squared plus x squared equals 25 squared, because it's a right triangle. 49 plus x squared equals 625. Subtract 49, so x squared equals 576. Square root it, so that side is 24. So to find the perimeter, I just add up the three sides. I get 24 plus 25 is 49, plus 7 is 56. So the perimeter of the base is 56. Now, I go ahead and I keep looking at my shape, and I figure out, well, what's the height? In other words, what's the distance between the two bases on this object? Well, 8. 8 is the distance between the bases. So I just plug in now 56 times 8. Type that in my calculator, and I get that the lateral area is 448. And since it's area, it's meters squared. So that's the area around the shape, not including the bases. Now let's find surface area, the whole thing. So I already know P is 56 from here. I know H is 8, so all I got to do is figure out big B. So big B now, what shape is it? Well, it's a triangle. So the area of a triangle is little b times height of the triangle divided by 2. Now this is where it gets tricky. This H represents the height of the triangle, not the height of the prism, because I'm working with the area of the base right now. So the base is 7 times the height of the triangle is 24 over 2. I type that in, and I get that the area of the base is 84. So now just plug in, so 56 times 8 plus 2 times 84. Well, we know this is 448 plus 168. I add those up, and I get that the surface area is 616 meters squared. Now, the surface area should always be bigger than the lateral area, because I'm including extra pieces. Now for the volume. The area of the base, well, we know that's 84. The height of the prism is 8. So all I got to do now is 84 times 8. And I get 672 meters. And since it's volume, it's going to be cubed, because that's three-dimensional. So volume needs to be cubed. So it's pretty simple as long as you list the variables and solve for each of them. All right, so here we have a regular prism here that we're going to be solving for. I want you to pause the video, set up your chart, and see if you can solve this one on your own. All right, let's see how you did. So we're going to go ahead and draw a chart. And we got LA, SA, V. So it's a prism. So pH plus 2B, big B times H. So we need P, we need H, we need P, H, and big B. We need big B and H. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to draw the base, because that's all we really have to do calculations with, is the base. It's a hexagon, and I know that each side is 6. So already I know the perimeter, 6, 12, 18, 24, so 6 times 6 is 36. The height of the prism is 10. Oh, I already have everything for LA. 36 times 10, 360 feet squared. That was simple enough. Over here, perimeter is 36, height is 10, but now I need big B, the area of the base. So this is where we have to go back and draw our apothem, draw the radius. Remember that a 60-degree angle goes down here. Now, if the side is 6, half the side is 3. And that makes the apothem 3 root 3 because it's a 30, 60, 90 triangle. So for big B, the area is going to be AP over 2. Remember that? So the apothem is 3 root 3 times the perimeter, which is 36 over 2. Well, you just plug that in and you get that big B. 3 times 36 is 108. Root 3 divided by 2 is 54 square root 3. So now we plug in for surface area. 36 times 10 plus 2 times 54 root 3. 360 plus 108 square root 3. So that is the surface area because we cannot combine those, and that's going to be feet squared. Now, if it asks you to round it, which it does here, but let's just practice both ways. If it asks you to round it, you would just type this in your calculator and be done. So for area, for volume now, it's big B, so 54 root 3 times the height, which is 10. So 54 root 3 times 10. 54 times 10 is 540 square root 3 feet cubed. So hopefully you're able to get there and see the process. Let's look at one more. So pause the video, try reading the problem, and figuring out what to do. All right, let's see how you did. So let's draw our chart now. So LA is pH, SA pH plus 2B, and then V is big B times H. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to draw my base, which is a trapezoid. It tells you it's isosceles with bases 8 and 16 and legs of 5. So let's go ahead and define our variables now for what they are. And start solving. All right, the height of the prism is 15. So for all of these h's here, I can fill in 15. The perimeter, 16 plus 5 plus 8 plus 5. So 21, 26, it's going to be 34. So with that said, LA is already done. 34 times 15, it's going to be 510. Now we need to find the area of the base. It's a trapezoid, so the formula is the height of the trapezoid, not the height of the prism. It's different h. That's where it's going to get confusing. Height of the trapezoid times the sum of the bases divided by 2. So the height of the trapezoid we need to find. So this part is 8, so 60 minus 8 is 8, so it leaves 4 and 4. And then using a 3, 4, 5 triangle, I know the height of the trapezoid is 3 times 8 plus 16 all over 2. So we do 8 plus 16 times 3 divided by 2. It gives me the area of the base is 36. So now you just plug in here. So pH, so 34 times 15 plus 2 times 36 gives you 582. Then you plug in here 36 times 15, and you get 540 for the volume. Of course, this is in cubic units. This would be in square units. All right, so please practice the homework.